In this video, I'm going to be talking about the truth about Forex trading, giving those people that have just got into the market a complete reality check of what it's going to take to be successful, the struggles, the pitfalls you're going to go through, or whether you have been trading for a couple of years and you're still progressing, still improving. Hopefully this video should help you. There's so much rubbish out there that people talk and say about trading. So in this video, I want to be completely honest about the truth, about what it's like to trade, how difficult it can be, but how rewarding it can also be. Also, thanks to everyone who subscribed. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, which is nuts. So if you guys can help me out by liking and subscribing, if you get value and you enjoy this video, then I'd appreciate that a lot. So yeah, let's get into the video. So for those just getting into the market, or those that are trading and been trading for a few years, it's very important to know that trading is a constant battle. It's a constant battle to improve. It's for most jobs and most industries, if you learn how to do something, you learn the theory behind it, it just works and you can just continue doing that and the outcome's the same. But with trading, it's you might learn the information, you might learn how the markets move, you might learn the technicals and the fundamentals on the theory behind the markets, but to be in peak performance and to constantly improve is the battle, because you could have a fantastic year, you could be consistent, you could be trading profitably, but then the next year you could have things going in your life or external circumstances which can affect your mindset, can affect your performance. And you could, although you've been consistently profitable for a year straight, you could end up having poor months, making poor decisions, which leads to poor results. And just because you've done the years and years of work to get to a level where you had a profitable year, it doesn't mean then you're going to continue having it. It's not a given. You have to keep each day doing the things you need to do to be in peak performance. So for me, it's going to the gym, it's eating healthily and food that I enjoy, but also is going to be good for me, and trying to keep to routines, have little wins like go to bed at a certain time, wake up at a certain time. And there might be small things, but those are the things you need to do to give you the momentum to keep winning, to be in peak performance. And the difficulty is it differs for everyone. For some things that I do which benefit me might not benefit someone else, or some things that other people do that benefit them could be at a detriment to me. So it's very important that you are constantly trying to be in peak performance. I've said this analogy before, but it's like a footballer who, he might be a striker and play for a top club and have a fantastic season or a fantastic couple of seasons, but this season he might be struggling, and you think, why? You played fantastic last year, you're a top goal scorer, but you don't know what could be going on, injury wise or in his life, external circumstances. So in any profession or performance-based profession, is a constant battle to keep on top, constant battle to check yourself and make sure you're performing optimally. So that's something I didn't really think about when trading, because I thought as soon as I knew the information, or as soon as I knew a strategy, once I've learnt the theory, that's it. I'm successful, I've done it. But it's not the case. You could have a profitable strategy, you could have everything perfect, you might have learnt all the theory, you might be able to backtest and be able to get profitable results and prove that your strategy works. But it's the constant day-to-day wins that you need to rack up in order for you to perform at peak performance. Otherwise, you're going to make sloppy decisions, you're going to make bad decisions, you're going to do things that you shouldn't do. And trading, there's such a small, fine margin between a good month and a bad month. You could make one or two bad decisions and your month could be up 3%, 4%, 5%. A couple of bad decisions, you could be back down to -2, -3. So that's something I didn't know, and it's important for people to realize it's not just about theory, it's not just about strategy, it's not just about learning how the markets move, why they move, or having, like I say, a strategy. It's about a lot of it's to do with yourself and being able to know your weaknesses, know your flaws, but also know what your strengths, what you're good at, and doubling down on that and making sure you're performing to the best of your ability. Another cold hard truth which I've known, but I didn't realize when I first started, was there's no big one strategy that everyone's hiding that they're making all the loads and loads of money from. There's hundreds and hundreds of strategies that can make you money and you can be consistent, that work, that have a proven edge over a long period of time, that can give you profitable returns. And with a strategy, you might know the strategy, you might know the information, you might have learnt the theory behind it. I was in a community and I learnt the strategy, I knew the theory, but I still wasn't producing consistent results because a lot of it was my mindset. A lot of it, like I said before, was not me not understanding my weaknesses, why I'm not succeeding. And I'd be in a community and we'd all be trading the same strategies, we'd all be taking similar trades, but there'd be some people at the end of the month that up 8%, there'd be some people down, like I've been down 3-4%, and I'm sat there thinking, why am I down 4% when I'm trading the same strategy, I know the same information as them? And the reality is because you're taking trades based off emotion. You know, you're taking trades that people see the information, although it's the same and you have mechanical rules, people interpret the information differently. So I could see something and talk myself out of a trade, and you could look at the same trade and talk yourself into it and say it's a perfect trade. So there are some mechanical, cold, hard rules which everyone follows, mechanical rules that you can tick off, this occurred, this occurred, this occurred. But there's also, you know, your own take on it, your own perception of the markets, your own perception of, you know, if I've had 4 wins in a row, you've had 4 losses in a row, you could have the same trade, but I could be happy to take it because I've got profit to play with. You could be talking yourself out of it because you're risk adverse and you don't want to get into the market, you don't want to trade it, you're worried about losing more. Or it could be the other way around where you want to get that money back, you've been down, so you over risk on that same trade. So the point I'm trying to make is you can have a perfect strategy, but don't rely on learning a strategy then suddenly winning, because that's not the reality. The reality is you're going to learn a strategy, learn the information, but you have to understand probabilities, you have to understand risk reward, you have to understand how to trade that profitably, that strategy, because the strategy in itself can give you long-term profitable results and have an edge in the market, but you have to execute it. So you have to become the edge along with your strategy. And that's the difficulty. And that's the point that I didn't realize. Like I said, I thought I would just sit down, learn a strategy, learn the theory, take me a good 6 months or whatever. And then suddenly I've learned what to do. I just take the trades and win. It's not the reality. You have to keep performing to the best of your ability all the time, stay focused. And you also have to, you know, make sure that you're trading the strategy optimally. And yeah, you need to make sure that you're focused and executing the trades and understanding your flaws. Lastly, I wouldn't neglect the emotional or psychological game, because I did to start with. When I heard all these people just talk about master your psychology or learn how to control your emotions, I just thought, yeah, like just give me a strategy, you know, just give me a strategy. I want to know the theory. I want to know what the secrets of trading, how some people are making money. Just give me the information. But I was completely wrong, because although you can, like I said before, you can have a profitable strategy, you have to execute that strategy, and people react differently to different scenarios. So someone might react more emotionally to a loss, someone might react more emotionally to a win. They might be over risky, they might be overconfident, they might think they know what they're doing, so they just take rogue trades. Or someone could be really fearful and anxious, or more of an anxious personality, or more of a reserved personality and risk adverse personality, where they don't want to take trades, they struggle to execute, they can predict and see they can see the moves play out in front of them, but they're worried to execute and push the button. So you have to take into consideration all that, because like I said, you might have a strategy that works well, but you have to execute that strategy. You have to eliminate mistakes. You have to understand what your flaws are, what your strengths are, and yeah, you just need to make sure that it's not just about strategy. A lot of it is about mindset. And like I said, I neglected that a little bit to start with. But for the last good couple of years, I've realized how important it is. Your mindset is everything. You know, you can have a laptop, you can have the charts, you can interpret information, but however you're feeling and reacting in that state of mind, that's what's going to determine your results. If you try to be emotionally neutral, understand probabilities, and understand it's not about the outcome of a trade, it's about the process, it's about executing the trades that you know you should, which will give you the edge long term. Whether that wins today or this week or this month, it doesn't matter. The win comes when you execute the trade. The win comes as soon as you push the button and you know that was a perfect trade. Whatever happens, if it wins or loses, makes me money, loses money, it doesn't matter. It's solely about executing your plan. And if you execute your plan as you know you should, you will make money long term if you have a proven edge in the market. And that's down to strategy as well. So yeah, hope you guys got value from this video. I just wanted to make a quick video and go over it. There's a lot of people talking rubbish about trading and you don't know what to believe, and there's a lot of scammers and the industry as a whole is sort of ruined, because the term, if you ever say I'm a Forex trader, it's just got a really negative stigma around it. So yeah, I hope you guys like these types of videos, just being completely real. It's an amazing business. I love trading. You can be very profitable, you can make good money, but it's important to understand these truths, because I didn't understand this, and I was confused when I started trading, thinking, why am I not making money? I've got a strategy. Or why am I struggling with this? Or if we're all trading the same strategy, why are we all not winning? Like, it's important to understand this. So yeah, if you guys, like I said, if you get value from this video, you enjoyed it, I'd love the support, love the comments, I love hearing from you guys. Yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.